And I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me,
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against it.
After many months of silence, Wendy Williams has been making headlines left and right, and it's not for anything good. The TV diva is breaking her silence in the personal, physical, and financial battles that led to her abrupt exit from television in a new documentary. And folks, the former TV diva is back on track and has stirred up as much drama as possible when she spilled what she supposedly know about Beyoncé. Now, this revelation sheds more light on what's happening behind the scenes in the industry and what may have caused Wendy's untimely departure from the limelight.
Well, this is not a Beyonce thing. It's probably a Jay-Z thing. I said, I don't care. It's probably a both of their thing.
Now, it's been widely discussed that some industry giants may be pulling the strings, and as it was confirmed by comedian Katt Williams, whose serious accusations about Queen Bey, she's at the top of this game. According to sources, he claimed that Beyoncé reached the pinnacle of success by either copying her competition or steamrolling over them. He even suggested that big stars like Beyoncé crush the dreams of up-and-coming artists by snatching their work and crashing everyone to reach the new level of stardom. Now, let's be real. These are some pretty heavy allegations, but here's where things get interesting. Industry insiders like Wendy Williams reportedly came forward with evidence to back up Katt Williams' claims. And it seems like Wendy herself fell the victim of Beyoncé's games because of what she had said about her in the past.
First of all, Beyonce, the most disturbing thing is that's not shade, that's real.
Beyoncé's rise to success has been questionable and shady to say the least. And while she keeps pristine image of noble and gracious queen, more and more names keep popping up in this whole saga. Here's just one example. Sources allege that Beyoncé was jealous of singer Aaliyah for two main reasons: her relationship with Jay-Z and her status as the princess of R&B. Jay-Z and Aaliyah were rumored to have dated when she was just a teenager. And even her then boyfriend Damon Dash confessed, "I just threw my game and I guess Jay was trying to get at her as well and I didn't know." Then it got brought up. Back then, Aaliyah was the reigning queen of R&B, and while every guy in the music industry was trying to get attention, in addition, she was dominating the charts. Some folks are saying that Beyoncé would still be in the shadow of Aaliyah, if not her sudden and untimely demise, which only raises speculations that Queen Bey's rise to fame might have a shady side connected to Aaliyah's tragic end. Sounds crazy, but that's what Wendy actually once said. Jay-Z and Beyoncé might have pulled some strings behind the scenes, paving the way for Beyoncé's success by sacrificing Aaliyah.
I want to see things exposed. Not warts and all, but at least give us something.
And while Aaliyah was slaying the music scene, Beyoncé found herself tangled in drama with Destiny's Child. Fans were pointing fingers, blaming Beyoncé for all sorts of chaos within the group, and even suggesting that the whole project was a setup to make Beyoncé shine. And folks, while there have been numerous talented singers around, somehow they all were wiped out from the music scene one way or another. Remember Blue Cantrell? She was rumored to have caught Jay-Z's eye, just like Aaliyah. Whispers were swirling about him and Blue doing it, and Beyoncé stealing her career in revenge. That's when Wendy Williams first got in on the action, having a candid chat with Blue about Beyoncé's shady activities.
You know, she's trying to capitalize off of my success.
Beyoncé didn't stay silent amidst this drama. She dropped a new track lyrics hinting at betrayal by a Sagittarius, which just so happens to be Jay-Z's sign. The track opened with the following lines: "In December, every sign has its own mode. I was in love with a Sagittarius. See the emotions he put me through." When Blue suddenly stopped making music, fans got suspicious, searching for hidden meanings and clues about how Beyoncé was dealing with rivalry. And while it's hard to believe that Queen Bey is capable of such things, there's growing speculation among fans that something's fishy in Bey's whole career. As one person commented, 9 times out of 10 Beyoncé could care less what you speak of her. She is making her coin and living her life. And another user added, "Y'all are forgetting about the F1 person Beyoncé copied, or actually I should say straight up stole her music style." And that's Amory. If you listen to Amory's music, you'll def hear. Let's dive into the juicy details about another person who reportedly tangled with Beyoncé on her rise to the top, Amil Whitehead. Amil stormed onto the rap scene in '97, teaming up with Jay-Z and his label. She was meant to be the next huge star. That's why it sounded so crazy when his label decided to fire her because of Beyoncé.
What we do is a family thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not about selling records, you know, it's not about none but family first.
These industry games were tough for Amil, and years later, she confessed that her head and heart weren't truly in it when it came to maneuvering within the snakes and their sinister rules. "I wasn't there mentally. I was in my own world. Was I prepared? No. Did I realize what was happening right before my eyes? No." While Jay-Z and Amil weren't romantically linked, some sources claim Hova had a soft spot for her. Rumors even swirled that they shared a bed after on their tour together. Amil's star was on the rise, appearing in Sprite commercials, making waves in Jay-Z's songs, and collaborating with big names. But just like Blue Cantrell, Amil disappeared from the limelight almost as quickly as she arrived.
They don't make albums. They just try to sell a bunch of little...
Now, theories abound as to why Amil fell off the radar. Some say it was low album sales and underwhelming singles, while others claim she wasn't ready for the pressures of fame. Interestingly, in a recent interview, Amil claimed she was fired from Roc-A-Fella Records without explanations. Amil also mentioned that certain assistants at the label were hating on her, and that was probably Beyoncé's influence again. Fans went wild with suspicion, especially when Amil revealed Jay-Z distanced himself from her when she needed him most. She said, "I tried to reach out to Jay several times. He never got back at me." Looks like there's something sinister behind that pretty face of Queen Bey, and she definitely knows how to maneuver the big waves in the industry.
So, who wanted to do this, you or your parents?
Absolutely me.
But this is not the end of Beyoncé's sacrifices. Another A-lister who supposedly clashed with the queen of R&B, Keri Hilson. In case you don't know, Keri shot to fame in 2009 and was on a roll with hit after hit, but her public spat with Queen Bey allegedly derailed her career. In 2009, Keri dropped the remix to her track Turn Me On, where she supposedly took a jab at the R&B star. She rapped lines like, "Your vision cloudy if you think that you the best. You can dance. She can sing but need to move it to the left. She need to go have some babies. She need to sit down. She fake them. Other chicks ain't even worth talking about." As Keri mentioned after that song, she faced a lot of menacing actions from Beyoncé and Jay-Z.
When you buck, they buck harder, and they make threats, and those threats are huge ones.
But Keri didn't let them bully her. She continued her feud with Beyoncé at the Soul Train Awards in 2011. When a magazine asked her to give a shout out while holding their copy featuring the power couple on the cover, Keri refused, saying, "Who's that? No, I'm sorry, I can't do that." Some sources claim Beyoncé was behind the backlash Keri faced, using others to do her dirty work while she stayed out of the spotlight. This alleged strategy worked as Keri faced relentless attacks from Beyoncé's fans. Eventually, Keri grew tired of the drama and took a break from music and social media.
I had to pay the penalty, and then I'm caught, like, do I tell the truth? Do I expose?
Initially, Keri planned a 2-year hiatus to regroup, but it ended up lasting 6 years. She finally made her comeback in 2021, but the music industry wasn't as welcoming. Also, she finally admitted to having a beef with Beyoncé, but she said it was water under the bridge. Her fans speculate that she's still grappling with the aftermath of Beyoncé's alleged scheming. Despite her attempts to return to the stage and even rock the R&B scene with more collabs, it's not like she's having a line of people ready to support her. Seems like Beyoncé's plan worked just fine, and she now remains the only queen with the support of her husband and industry elites.
But she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work.
According to the whispers among fans, Beyoncé may have actually climbed to her current status by stepping on a few fellow celebrities along the way. As one person commented, "They know how to blackball anybody. They don't want talented artists over what?" And another user added, "People act like they know what these celebs are really like. They don't know you, and they don't want to. You don't get to the top of these industries without walking on others." While her position in the industry raises more and more concerns, it looks like Beyoncé is not bothered at all. She borrowed a trick or two from the industry handlers and is ready to kick anyone out of the business, ensuring she remained the sole reigning R&B star. But folks, what do you think about all this? Could Beyoncé be truly that monstrous? And who else she sacrificed along the way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.